diving is very zen. Controlling yourself.
You have no control. We made it.
Barely.
Mo likes to keep us on our toesies. Hey guys, what's up? It's Pascale.
Mo.
Art of Adventure.
No, we're at the beach right now.
We're at the beach getting whipped around. Welcome back to our channel. If you follow us, you know that recently we were in Egypt.
Oh man, that was fun.
One of my favorite things was diving the SS Fizzlegorm. The Fizzlegorm is a British ship that was bombed by the Germans in World War II. The ship was carrying war supplies, so it's a really interesting dive site. You get to see old war vehicles, huge guns, even live ammunition sitting at the bottom of the Red Sea. This dive got me super interested in wreck diving. I'm hooked.
We're hooked.
We're hooked. It turns out there's a lot of great dive sites, wreck dive sites, just off the coast of Florida. And I know what you're thinking. You're not dive certified yet. Well, we got a wreck for you to check out too.
That's right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
There are so many great places to dive in Florida. We really are lucky to live here. One of our favorite spots is kind of like a Shipwreck Playground. You can find it just a couple miles off Pompano Beach. And why not hook up with a few friends we met in Egypt to make this trip really special? What was your favorite drink in Egypt?
Camel nuts. Good shit.
So good. Tabitha, Scott, David, and Mo are all here. The stoke levels are high. Yeah. Mo's psyching himself up for one of our deepest dives yet. The visibility isn't great near the surface thanks to Hurricane Nicole. So as we slowly make our way 110 feet down this line, I'll introduce you to the Captain Dan. Captain Dan is a 175-foot Coast Guard tender with a colorful history. It served as an icebreaker on Lake Michigan. The Air Force used it to refuel seaplanes in the Bahamas, and it was used to resettle more than 125,000 Cuban refugees. The ship was decommissioned in 1982, and now it's one of a couple dozen wrecks that make up Shipwreck Park, an artificial reef just off the coast of Pompano. Captain Dan is one of Broward County's most popular dive sites. The wreck is covered with corals and sponges. A ton of fish call this reef home now. Divers also like this spot for training for wreck penetration dives. There are several openings that provide access inside the ship. As always, do not dive beyond the limits of your training.
Big step and swim to that line.
Okay, our next wreck is one of my favorite dives in South Florida. This is actually my third time at the Okinawa. I see something different every single time. This ship has a cool history too. The Okinawa started off as an Army tugboat. The 107-foot tug was primarily used to tow destroyers up and down the East Coast. She was added to Shipwreck Park in 2017, and just 3 weeks after she was scuttled, Hurricane Irma dragged the Okinawa 300 feet and spun her 100 degrees. The Okinawa is such a great wreck to dive. First, it's not terribly deep. The lowest point is 79 feet and the highest is 46. That makes it a little less nerve-wracking for newer divers. Mo did one of his open water certification dives here earlier this year. He loves it. Even as a newer boat in Shipwreck Park, there is still plenty of coral reef and lots of wildlife. Bring a light source so you can check out all the nooks and crannies. There are some swim-throughs, and with proper training, there are several points perfect for penetration. You gotta see the size of this tugboat's engine room. It's massive. Special shout out to the diver who left this pirate flag. Can you say photo op? Yes, please. In case you needed a couple more reasons to book a trip to South Florida, I got you. The Ancient Mariner started her career as a Coast Guard cutter in 1934. This boat was built to be a prohibition runner. She was used as a sub-chaser and convoy escort in World War II. She also rescued survivors from torpedo tankers. Super cool. Now the Ancient Mariner is a playground for divers and a new home for marine life. The ship was scuttled in 1991 off Deerfield Beach and settled at a depth of 70 feet. There's something so cool about peering into these holes and knowing the history of this ship. Just think what these walls have seen. The nerd in me is always geeking out about things like that. Now there's all kinds of sea life here, and with large openings below deck, this is another great wreck for penetration training. Okay, I promised a wreck for snorkelers too. Check out the SS Copenhagen. The wreck sits less than a mile from shore, just off Lauderdale by the sea. The Copenhagen was a steel-hulled steamship and one of the real shipwrecks in the area. The steamship sank during a trip from Philadelphia to Cuba in 1900. The wreck remained visible for years until it was used as target practice during World War II. That's one of the reasons it looks a little more like a debris field than a traditional shipwreck. There are still some identifiable features though, like the ship's anchor. Most of the wreckage sits in just 20 to 27 feet of water, which makes it ideal for snorkelers. One of the most popular dive sites, the Lady Luck Shipwreck, is still on my wish list. This 324-foot tanker was designed to look like an underwater casino, complete with fish playing cards and dice statues. I can't wait. All of these wrecks are accessible by boat. I highly recommend South Florida Diving Headquarters. They have boats in Pompano Beach and Boynton Beach. They can take care of all your diving needs, and if you just want to snorkel a reef or check out the SS Copenhagen, they can take care of that too. Snorkel trips start at $65 and 2 tank dives start at $85. What up, y'all? You have fun? What? We made it.
Barely.
Mo likes to keep us on our toesies. You know it's a good day on the boat when you're sun-kissed and all smiles on the way back to the marina. I love it so much.
We love it so much.
I cannot wait to dive the Lady Luck.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about that.
We're stoked. Special shout out to the Reef Smart Guides. These books are super handy and they cover reefs and wrecks all over the world. If you're interested in getting a Reef Smart Guide, I've got a link down in the description below.
Some good nerdy stuff in there.
Nerd out. If you like dive videos, make sure you check out our playlist. We have everything from diving the springs to diving for megalodon teeth off the coast of Venice Beach. Super freaking cool. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. You're already there.
What are we doing?
We want our experiences to help make your next adventure epic.
Just come on, man.
That's what Art of Adventure is all about.
That's why we're here. That's why we're doing this.
All that's left for you to do.
Just go get it.
Go get it, y'all.
Come on.
See you out there.
See you out there.